What is up, everybody? It is December 20th, and I got some NBA bets for you to look at for player props today. I got four dudes I'm going to be talking about. A lot more will be posted in Discord, I'm sure, but these are four spots I liked when I first looked at the board this morning. Let's get into it. A reminder that I am up $80,000 with 20% ROI this year betting on sports. NBA is one of my favorites, so let's get into my picks. The first guy we're looking at is Michael Porter Jr., and we are not betting his assists as a surprise to none. I like his over points prop, PR, PRA, kind of depends on what number you get. Points at 14.5, PR and PRA, at 20.5, 21.5, 22.5, those kind of numbers. Michael Porter Jr. usually sits at a line of like 24.5, 25.5 these past couple games, and that's a good spot for him, I think, with his usage. I think that's the number he should be at. With a points line at 16.5 a lot of times. Michael Porter Jr. in the season is averaging 24.4 PR, 26 PRA, 16.5 points, so all higher than these lines he's getting today. I'd say it's sort of a neutral matchup today. The Raptors aren't insane for giving up threes, which is obviously a lot of his scoring, but he's performed well against them in the past. They allow 37% from deep from opponents, so it's top half of the league. Not a horrible matchup, so I don't think the line should be this low. Without blowout, I expect Michael Porter Jr. to play 32 minutes, maybe a few more, who knows? When you filter MPJ to 31 or more minutes played, he's over this in 12 of 15 for sure. Then he, flirts with all these lines in two of those games where he had 22 PRA, 23 PRA, 13 and 14 points. So he's right around that line. Only one time did he for sure go under, though. Only one time he had 10 and 5 in a 34-minute outing. Overall, we're getting a 2-3 PRA discount, a couple points discount. I just think it's a nice buy low spot in a solid matchup. I think the only reason we had this line is because of blowout and, kind of an iffy performance. Next guy we got to talk about is the pride and joy of Wisconsin, the spiciest white boy in the game, Tyler Herro. For Tyler today, I kind of like his points prop. It's at 21.5. I think it's a really good spot today. I was sort of surprised to see it this low with Jimmy Butler being ruled out, to be quite honest with you. The Magic aren't an amazing matchup by any means, but they do allow some pull-up jump shots, and that's Tyler Herro's game. The pace won't be super fast. Both teams play a pretty slow pace. But it feels like he's an increased role this year, and it feels like they're not really factoring that in enough with this line. Tyler Herro is averaging 19 field goals attempted per game, but that also includes one game this season where he got hurt right away, only shot 4 times. So he's actually averaging 21 in those full game appearances. He averaged 20.5 points per game in the previous 2 seasons, and that's on 17 attempts and 16.6 attempts. So if we're seeing a 4 or 5 field goal bump, we should be seeing a point bump in a similar fashion. He's hit this line in every game but 2 this season, and one of them was the opener against the Pistons. He shot 7 for 24. I was wondering if he was getting some Asar Thompson treatment there. And the other miss, he played 8 minutes because he got hurt. Coming off an injury, sometimes minutes are a concern. Just played the Timberwolves, played 33 minutes. I'm expecting him to see high 30s if he needs to in this game. He was playing 40 to begin the season. Minnesota last game is the toughest matchup you can get in the league. He put up 25. So Magic, once again, are an amazing matchup, but at this point line, I think it's a good spot to bet him. And I believe the last time I checked, the Magic gave up top 5 pull-up shots in a game, and once again, that's a strength. I like this spot enough. Did someone say revenge game? We got Donovan Mitchell here as well for the next player. No Garland, no Mobley. He's got insane lines across sportsbooks today. He's against the Jazz. This is a spot where I bet Donovan both times he played him last year. And he absolutely torched him. 23 points in 23 minutes. Massive blowout. I remember that game because I was over it, missed. But, he shot an insane percentage. Went 4 for 5 from 3. The other game against Utah, 46 points. 7 for 18 from 3 in 36 minutes. Mitchell's 3-point log without Garland this season, he's over in 5 of 6. He's had 4, 0, 6, 5, 4, and 4. His points line is juiced to the over 32.5. Pretty insane, but it might be warranted here. So if you filter Donovan Mitchell in games where he's had 28 or more points, which is still under this point total line by 4.5. He's had 4 or more made threes in 8 of the 10. One of the misses, he shot 2 for 8, so probably wouldn't have hit regardless. The other miss, 3 for 11, so just a bad shooting day. He also can obviously hit 4 threes with still going under the point total line. But I just feel like that's a nice correlated way to look at it, and I think the value is on the 3-point line rather than in betting points. For the matchup, the Utah Jazz, they allow the 4th most threes a game at 38, and they give up a top 10 percentage with it. So I like the spot, revenge narrative, if you like that. But I think there's just value on the 3.5 point line. Finally, Mr. Get an Abortion Lol himself. We got a system play to talk about here. I love targeting non-center rebounds against the 76ers. Joel Embiid operates in the mid-range a lot. Obviously, he requires the most defensive attention of maybe anyone in the entire league. And he pulls centers away from the basket. They really do struggle to rebound. I know Gobert still going to get his rebounds, but they do struggle to rebound. So I think targeting Cat or Ant are both decent spots here. However, Cat will play some 5. He will play Embiid, so I think the value might be on Ant at the 4.5 rebound line. I already think it's a buy low because he averages 5.5. He averaged 5.5 last year. It already feels like a discount and a plus spot for rebounds. So they played the 76ers earlier this year. He grabbed 6 boards. And last year in the one game where they had Gobert and Cat playing, he grabbed 5. So over in both of those. As I mentioned, Cat over 8 was interesting. He did grab 11 earlier this year and 8 last year against them. So I don't think that spot's terrible either. But I think Ant is the great buy low spot. I'm thinking he draws Batum on defense. McDaniels should get Maxey for that on-ball defense. And Conley's pretty much a non-factor on the boards. Just a system play. Targeted DeRozan in the spot, and he cashed for us last time too. So I think it's a nice buy low spot for Ant. I have analysis like this every single day. I post all my plays in Discord. I'm assuming I'm going to have a lot more. Follow the Twitter, follow the YouTube, all of this. I'm hoping to get these videos out a lot. I'm hoping the process helps you guys become better bettors in the long run and just hearing kind of like what I see when I look at a board. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, whatever. Let's win some cash.